Hi, welcome to Anne's Budget. So, I took a little bit of a break, a lot of really big things going on, so stay tuned. All right, so a couple of big pieces of really exciting news, at least for me anyway. I started an Etsy page, so I've put a lot of effort into that over the past couple of weeks. It's been really exciting, very interesting. I'm gonna give myself about a year in order to see if I can at least break even. I know most businesses take about 3 years in order to make profit, but if I can't break even at a year, then I'm just gonna pack it up and call it a fun adventure and then keep it moving. So that's been taking a lot of my focus. And then two couple of other things that have been happening is one, I've been taking a lot of focus on my health. So the idea behind this channel was to kind of figure out how to balance out health, wealth, just your sanity, and finances for part of that as well. And I've been putting a lot of focus on my health. I am 36 years old, and at least at the time of this recording. And as you get older, things get a little bit harder to do. And I just refuse to make things harder than they need to be. So I've been focusing a lot on my weight, building strength, taking the proper supplementation and things like that. So I'm planning on doing a couple of videos, but what I've been finding, what's been working and stuff like that, as a woman in her mid 30s, mom, very, very busy, barely have time to squeeze anything in, but I'm starting to see some really positive changes in my body and my health overall, and I want to share them with you. But today, the big announcement is my husband and I are going to try to buy a house. I know it's insane. Interest rates are through the roof, but here's why. So, the area we live in is considered a really high cost of living area, and it doesn't really go down. It only goes up. It only goes up. My husband's from this area. He's like, it only goes up. And it's actually going down because of interest rates. And we are very good with our credit score. And my husband's like, look, prices really aren't going to go down. Like it doesn't happen often. So we should take advantage of the fact that we have a really good credit score and look at buying a house. And I just looked at him and I'm like, we bought a house in 2014 and it was a roller coaster. That is another video for another day. It was awful. And he's like, I know. And I said, do you really want to do that again? He goes, we won't make those mistakes again. I'm like, I don't know. So, to make a long story short, the reason we're looking into it is because um, the hobbies we have require a house. And what I mean by that is, like I said, I have an Etsy shop and I use fabric for it. I sew like scrunchies and headbands, infinity scarves, and I got a couple of products that I'm in the middle of creating to release and stuff like that. And that takes space. We were talking about purchasing some bikes for Christmas, and my husband's like, we don't have space. We were talking about um, just different hobbies that we would like to get into, and we just don't have space for the items. So we're not looking at it as we don't want to throw money away in terms of rent and things like that. Like that argument is strictly mathematical and it varies from person to person. So that's not the discussion here. The discussion is for the things that we enjoy doing, it'd be better if we owned a home. That's what it boils down to. But there are some financial guardrails that one would need to follow in order to not go off course. So one of the ones that I heard a lot was that in order to figure out the purchase price that you can afford, you purchase a home that is no more than 3 times your annual income. There's other ones out there in terms of putting 20% down on the home, and also being not putting more than 25% of your net income into your monthly payment. So I did some math and research, and they actually all work together. It's pretty cool. So what I did is I took the median income in America, and the median income is $44,225 a year. Okay, so in order to purchase a home at three times your income, that would be $132,675. 20% down would knock off $10,614. Okay. A 30-year mortgage at 6.5%, which is about the rate it is right now, your mortgage payment would be about $754.21, which is not high at all. That's about 25% of your bring home pay, because if you make $44,225 a year, your monthly bring home pay is plus or minus $2,400, depending on how you manage your retirement, your insurance, and things like that. Now, what's really cool is if you lower the interest rate to 5.5%, your monthly is $685.98. So that's officially under the 25%, which would then give you wiggle room for taxes, maintenance, and things like that, home remodeling and things like that. So what's crazy is all of those rules actually work well together. So it when my husband and I were discussing this, we said if we just took our annual salary, so we're going to take when we do our taxes this year, we're going to, whatever our annual income is for the year, we're going to multiply that times 3, and that's our budget for the new house. And then we're going to try to save up as much as we can, try to get as good of an interest rate as possible. But that kind of gives us a ballpark figure of what we will be able to afford. So that's a big finding, and that's the exciting news. I plan on keeping you guys coming along for the ride. And what I mean is, when my husband and I were discussing like the plan, not only is there a financial component, but there's a preparedness component. So like I have a ton of bulk food. We're gonna start eating through that. We have a ton of bulk food we have to start eating through. We're going to start decluttering things that we don't need, things that have been unboxed since we moved, and really decide if we're going to give them away, or are we going to do something with it. Like, are we going to buy a shadow box when we get a home? Or are we going to put it up somewhere? Like, what are we going to do? So those are going to be some hard discussions. So I asked my husband, and he agreed that I can do like a series on it. Because this is going to be about a year-long process if we try to pull this off. So hopefully, whenever you're watching this video, the things that we're doing to set up to purchase a new home will also help you and guide you on what maybe you should do to purchase a new home. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and until I see you next time, bye.